Hey, Christine Regan Lake here. Hope all is well. So, today I just want to talk very briefly about the consequences of sexless relationships. Um, so, this is a very kind of sensitive topic in terms of there's a lot of shame that comes for the person who is in a sexless relationship and they are the person who wants more sex in the relationship and they are on the receiving end of sexual rejection. So, it's really interesting. I was talking to one of my clients, and she was, in her marriage, and she was the one who pretty much was withholding the sex. And one of the things that I cautioned her about was the fact that, you better be really conscious about what you're doing because actions have consequences. And it is unrealistic, it's irrational to expect someone to be in a committed relationship where that committed relationship basically is understood that neither partner goes out of the relationship to meet their sexual needs. When one partner refuses sex and the other partner, is wanting and needing more sex, there's a major disconnect. But the thing is, if the person whose needs are not being met sexually is communicating to the partner and saying, this isn't working for me. Like, I have sexual needs. I really want them. And if their needs are not being met and it's disregarded, there's really one of two options, right? So they can either make a conscious decision that they're willing to stay in a relationship where there is no sex because they may love you, or they're going to get their sexual needs met. And they're going to do that either by leaving you, asking for a divorce, or they're going to cheat. So, I think it's very important for the individual in a relationship who is withholding sex and who is kind of holding the relationship hostage from a sexual standpoint to be really cognizant of what you're doing, because are you willing to throw out the relationship? Are you prepared to maybe wake up one day and have your partner say, I want a divorce? Or to come home and find a text message of sexting and that they're, cheating on you because, their sexual needs weren't being met? I just want to be really clear. I know we live in a very politically correct environment. We live in a world where it's like, everybody has to, honor this, that, and whatever else, and this is just how I feel or whatever. But to be, to just be like dirt raw, real honest, it is irrational and delusional to expect a partner in a committed relationship who is not having their sexual needs met, who is in a relationship in which their partner ignores their needs, is withholding sex, and to expect them to just go without. That is irrational and it is delusional. And so you just need to be really cognizant of what you're doing and be prepared for, one of two, potentially, maybe they'll roll over and accept it and they'll just continue to be in a sexless relationship and you're refusing to meet their needs. But the other thing is, like, can you even say you love them if you so completely don't care about what their needs are? Sex is a raw, basic need of humanity. It is a fundamental driving force of humanity is sexual sex. And so think about it for yourself. Like, listen, if you've had trauma and the reason you're withholding sex is because of sexual trauma you've had, my heart goes out to you. And if you want to be in a committed relationship, sex is a part of a committed relationship. Unless you've both agreed not to, then, you have a certain level of responsibility to basically heal your shit and get it together to be able to be capable of having a healthy relationship with another individual. Your refusal to face your wounds, or to face your, maybe you've got resentments towards your partner, your refusal to be able to, work through whatever it is that is, causing you to withhold sex from your partner, that's not their problem. That's your problem, right? Like, sex is pretty much a kind of standard, expected component to a committed relationship. And if you are expecting your partner or your spouse to stay committed to you when you are refusing them sex, that is irrational and that is delusional, and it will have consequences. And I just hope that you're prepared for the consequences that may come from that. Because I can tell you, there are, I've had clients where they've come and they've said, I'd been, kind of like withholding sex from my husband, and, I just, I wasn't into it. And then now all of a sudden I found that, like, I'm kind of like, staying naked while I'm getting out of the shower while he's getting ready and he doesn't look at me or whatever. Well, that's what happens. That is a consequence to what, the decision she had made. At a certain point, people get fed up. They get sick of being rejected, and now they no longer even desire you sexually, and they don't want you sexually. And if you starve someone of sex long enough, you may just wake up and realize they don't even love you anymore. So I hope that this message gets out to anyone who needs to hear it, who may be holding their relationship hostage sexually, and realize that actions have consequences, and I hope that you're prepared for whatever those consequences are. And like I said, if any of the reasons you're withholding it is because of sexual trauma, my heart goes out for you. I've worked with my clients who've had sexual trauma. I understand that's hugely important, but it's your responsibility to heal, and a healthy relationship is sexually engaged, is sexually alive. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. So if you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you're notified when I upload new videos, and hit like and share. I'm also going to be including in my description my fundraising page. I am a abolitionist. I support Operation Underground Railroad. They rescue children from human trafficking, which is a $150 billion a year industry. It's the fastest growing criminal enterprise on the planet. I am committed to raising $1 million to rescue children, and I would love it if you felt compelled or inspired to donate to the link, and I'll put it in the description so that we can save these children. They need us. So have a beautiful day. I hope you found value in this message. Thanks. Bye.